Hi guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can use my own Gua Sha design in your own routine. So one of the first things that I like to do is some deep breathing. Just taking a couple of breaths before we begin is a really wonderful way at waking up your lymphatic system by acting as a pump, and it's also just a wonderful way to take a moment, check in with yourself and start this ritual. So we're going to begin by adding some product to the skin. You can use whatever your skin likes, but it just needs to provide some slip for our Gua Sha. Before I even begin to use my Gua Sha, I like to stimulate my lymphatic system by using my hands. I like to think of this as switching on the lymphatic system. Essentially, you're opening the main drainage pathways, we're warming up the tissues and getting the lymph moving so that when we do use our stone, it's going to drain, depuff and sculpt far more effectively. So just use your hands around your chest, around your neck, under the jawline, alternating between those areas, around the ears, and then we'll begin using our stone in a minute. Starting at the back of the neck, sliding up to the hairline with a medium to firm pressure using the widest part of the Gua Sha. Releasing tension here not only feels great, but it's going to help open lymphatic pathways, boost blood flow, and creates the space your face needs to create more of a sculpted appearance and also flow of lymph. And as with all these steps, you want to repeat this a minimum of 3 times, but if you do have a bit more time, then 10 is great. We're using the same side but changing the pressure to feather-light strokes, gliding up the side of the neck to behind the ear where we have many lymph nodes and vessels. These act like a key drainage hub, collecting lymph from the face, neck and scalp, which is why we focus so much on this area. And remember, light pressure is key. Lymph actually sits just underneath the surface of our skin, so gentle, slow movements are going to keep the vessels open and flowing, whilst heavy pressure here can actually block or slow drainage, which is obviously not what we want. Before we get to working on the face properly, we must first begin on the chest. We're going to be opening up some lymphatic pathways. I like to think of these pathways as rivers. The more they're flowing, the more what we drain from the face has space and movement to flow. So opening this area first essentially creates space for the fluid to move, which in turn is going to help to reduce congestion and make every sculpting and depuffing step after this far more effective. Using the same light pressure, we're now going to work up the neck towards the jawline. This helps open the pathways that carry lymph from the face down to the chest, and keeping the pressure gentle ensures the lymph vessels stay open and responsive. And remember, just like with all the previous steps, you're repeating this 3 to 10 times. For this movement, I'm taking the curved edge of my Gua Sha and cupping it round my jaw. Still keeping it flat to the skin where I can, I'm moving it from the jawline down towards the clavicle. This guides the lymph exactly where it needs to go, and when I wiggle the tool at the clavicle, it's to gently stimulate the lymph nodes down there, almost like opening the drain so everything we've moved can fully release and clear. I'm just showing you another angle here so you can see the way I'm keeping the Gua Sha contact close to the skin, and I also recommend applying pressure to the skin with your other hand to make sure that we're not pulling or dragging the skin with the Gua Sha. We're now working over the nasolabial area, over the cheeks, and then stimulating those lymph nodes and encouraging lymph to drain. I honestly am so in love with the shape of this Gua Sha. I use it on every single client of mine and I just love the way it flows with the face. As you can see, these are all really slow, gentle, relaxing movements as well. This definitely isn't something to be rushed through, and I really do recommend giving yourself at least 10 minutes for this. Another thing I like to do is finish off some of these movements by bringing my Gua Sha back down the chest. Remember, we want the river of lymph flowing, so by doing so we are encouraging this. Time to sculpt the cheeks. Our facial muscles don't end where the hairline starts, so working just beyond it helps release that hidden tension and gives us more of a lift. You'll also really feel the stone cupping the muscle here, almost hugging the contour of the cheek. It honestly does feel amazing. I'm using the toothed edge with a medium pressure to release fascia restriction. When fascia is tight, it slows lymph flow, reduces blood circulation, and can lead to puffiness and fine lines. These ridges help melt that tension so everything moves better and the skin looks smoother and more lifted. Under the eye, I'm using a light, delicate pressure. This area responds best to softer movements. In turn, this will support lymph flow and boost blood circulation, helping to depuff and brighten tired eyes. And as always, I'm bringing the Gua Sha down to the clavicle to fully drain everything away. Another thing I wanted to mention is that I actually prefer a warm Gua Sha to a cold Gua Sha. Warmth is better for lymph because it helps relax the tissues, softens fascia, and increases fluid mobility underneath the skin. When the area is warm, lymph can move and drain more freely, making depuffing quicker and more effective. Warmth also boosts circulation, which supports the lymphatic system in clearing waste and reducing stagnation. So instead of putting your Gua Sha in the fridge, I really recommend popping it in some warm to hot water and giving it a go. Back to using the wider edge, I'm now sweeping the Gua Sha up over the forehead to release tension and lift through the brows. Gentle upward movements help soften expression lines and open up the whole face. And just like I'm doing here, feel free to wiggle the Gua Sha to melt built up tension and help release everything more deeply. I'm using the curved edge to gently lift through the brows. We're releasing all that stored tension we hold here from squinting and stressing, especially looking at our phones. This upward sweep helps open the eye area, boost circulation, and creates that soft, lifted feeling through the forehead and brows. And to finish, I'm using the toothed edge across the forehead to release any lingering fascia restriction. These gentle ridges are going to help break up that tight, stuck feeling that we hold from frowning or concentrating, and it's going to help boost circulation and soften the whole area. It's such a lovely way to smooth the forehead and complete the lift. And remember, even though I'm only showing one side here, be sure to repeat all of these movements on both sides so that everything drains evenly and feels balanced. This practice isn't just about how our skin looks, it's about taking a moment to work through the tension we carry, reconnect with ourselves, and enjoy the slowing down. I hope you enjoyed.